What up? Brad here. Welcome back to another video. And I was sitting there thinking, okay, I want to do another top 5 or top 10 or just a top list, you know what I mean, to show you guys a little more about what I like in Pokemon and whatever else. And I was on stream, we're talking about favorite Pokemon, we're talking about like least favorite Pokemon and favorite Pokemon, all these different things, right? Yada yada. And I thought, okay, I want to make a list on what my favorite bad, quote-unquote, Pokemon is from each generation. So this isn't based on just aesthetics. This isn't based on just competitive viability. It's not based on moves. It's just, I like these Pokemon, and there's certain reasons why I like them, but normally they are conceived as bad in battle for one reason or another. You know, so we'll go with that as be the reason it's bad, but they're by no means bad. They might be your favorite Pokemon, some of them are my favorite Pokemon, or they're in my favorites, whatever else. We're going to dive right into the list. Okay, so number 1 is going to be one of the OG Pokemon that I think it's a little overshadowed nowadays. Back in the day, he was a beast. We got Dodrio. And I picked Dodrio because it's a Pokemon that I remember when I was a little kid. Like, I just loved Dodrio. Like, I don't know why. Dodrio was dope. There's no other way to say it. With Tri-Attack, Dodrio back in like first gen would destroy lives. It literally, or Hyper Beam even, because it didn't have the physical special splits, it didn't matter. It just took the attack and boom. I think normal was strictly physical at that point because all the special moves are all the evolutions in Dragon back in the day. But yeah, so it was a physical type move coming from a Dodrio. You would destroy things, and it was stab. Amazing. So yeah, Dodrio is gonna be my number 1 spot just because original. He was in the original ones. He really got overshadowed, and I think he deserved a lot more light. I really thought Dodrio was eventually gonna get a little more love. And it just hasn't happened throughout the years. He's just kind of there. As much as I like Dodrio, he is just kind of there. But that's okay though. I love Dodrio, and hopefully you like him too. A lot of people seem to. So yeah, we're gonna move on to number 2. Okay, number 2 is gonna be also a weird one because a lot of people seem to not like this guy whenever I say I like him. It's Xatu. And I think the reason I like Xatu is because, well, number 1, he's pretty bad in battle. He does have Magic Bounce, which is definitely competitively viable, for sure. That can be, if anything, just get rid of those rocks and that any kind of, like, trying to toxic you, burn you, it doesn't matter, just send it right back at him. So that is good right there. If you like Xatu and you want a flying type, he's good for that kind of stuff. But a lot of people don't seem to like him because he doesn't seem very Pokemon-ish, and I guess I get that. I understand, you know, but I like him because of Mystery Dungeon. If you ever played the Mystery Dungeon games, I think it's Explorers of Sky. And in that one, Zatu's like all-seeing, so he sees the future, the past, the present. And I always thought that was just dope. I don't know why. I thought it was a cool concept. And Xatu just kind of got engraved in my head as this cool Pokemon. And I think he's got a cool design, personally. I like those Pokemon that kind of look like stuff, kind of look like animals. They have that weird meld, you know what I mean, where you have like Sigilyph, where you're like, what the fuck is that? I kind of like that kind of stuff, personally, and got the same typing, actually. But yeah, Xatu is number 2, and I think he's pretty dope, personally. Okay, so number 3 is going to be Spinda. And I picked Spinda because in X and Y, I was playing through it, and I randomly got a shiny Spinda. As you can tell by the one that's right below my head right now, my face, I suppose. You can see that shiny Spinda down there, and I loved it. I was an idiot, and I traded away for a Tyranitar with freaking Pokerus. I just wanted Pokerus because I was like, dude, I'm doing EV training right now. I want to get this thing because I just figured all this stuff out. I didn't know I was going to want to keep the shiny later on. I didn't know how shiny Spinda is a hard one to come across because you can't, whatever, yeah, whatever. I didn't realize how shinies worked back then. I barely got into X and Y at that point. I literally just played through the game, and then I started learning all the competitive mechanics, and I was like, shit, dude, I wish I had that fucking shiny Spinda back. X and Y, I had a lot of shinies that I got rid of for, like, stupid reasons, and I kind of miss them. But Spinda is on here because of that reason. I didn't really think much of Spinda. He's ingrained in my memory because back in 3rd gen, when I was trying to get a Milotic, the only way you can do it is by making the Pokeblocks that give you beauty on your Feebas. And what are Pokeblocks that give you beauty made from? Chesto Berries. Who's holding Chesto Berries? Spindas. So if you go back and you look at my original Emerald version, which one of my friends did whenever I lent it to him to like trade some Pokemon or something between a game. I don't remember what he was doing with it exactly, but I lent it to him and he's like, why do you have 5 boxes full of Spindas? And I was like, it's because I was trying to get my Milotic way back in the day before you had the Marvel, or the, what kind of scale? It's whatever scale. I think it's the Marvel scale. Before that scale came out. It's not the Marvel scale, it's like the something P scale. I don't remember what it is, but either way, that's what it was. I had like 5 full boxes of Spindas because I didn't know you could just plant berries and wait. Mind you, I was like 10 years old, maybe 12. I probably was 12 actually. And I just caught Spinda after Spinda after Spinda, and I was like, fucking hey, dude, I remember I had like 5 berries after I caught like 50 Spindas, and I was pissed. So he's forever ingrained in my memory, but I kind of like him nowadays. And he can be kind of cool if you have that whole Arcanine setup, you know, with the, what does he have? He has like, I think he has something similar to Simple. And it basically raises his stats up by 2, and I don't remember the whole thing. If you look it up, the Arcanine Spinda combination, you can find a video about it. It's actually pretty cool. They're actually pretty good together, but either way, Spinda is going to be number 3, and I don't know. I like Spinda. He's cool. Alright, so number 4 is going to be my boy. If you watch any of my Wi-Fi battles, any of my streams where I do Wi-Fi battles, competitive stuff, Dex, my Toxicroak, is one of my favorite Pokemon. He's in my top 5. Toxicroak just in general. That's strictly design. He's in my top 5. Competitive viability, I like fighting types. Fighting types are a really good type in my opinion. They cover a lot of, like, things with like Thunder Punch, Ice Punch, Fire Punch, Drain Punch, Mach Punch, Power Up Punch, Bullet Punch. You have all that kind of stuff, and they're a good type of Pokemon, honestly. They have very few weaknesses. Toxicroak kind of gets a little fucked because he's got that poison typing, so Psychic just shits on his life. That's just how it is. That's how it's always going to be. But, like, either way, I remember I had one time when I first didn't know how to use Pokemon. I made Dex's, like, grandchild. I don't know what the hell. His grandfather, I guess. But I made the Toxicroak, and I didn't know about natures or anything. And I had a specially defensive one. And I thought, okay, I'll put an Assault Vest on him. I don't give a shit. That's kind of cool. And I took a hit from a Gardevoir, and I remember just being fucking stoked. And ever since then, I've just liked Toxicroak. And his design has always been really, really cool, in my opinion. The anime where he had a Krogunk, or Brock had a Krogunk, I thought that was dope. Like, that was just, I don't know, I just thought it was cool, you know? Either way, Toxicroak or Dex, whatever you want to call him, that's what I call mine. I call him that because of Shady Penguin's, what is it, Soul Silver Egglock? That's what he had his name, and I was like, dude, Dex is a cool-ass name for Toxicroak. It just fits, because they both have that X in their name, and Dex just fits. I don't know, it fits like that kind of frog-type amphibian thing. Either way, Toxicroak is going to be number 4, and I don't know, Toxicroak is dope. Alright, number 5. I'm going to get some hate on this one. I'm going to say that right now, because a lot of people don't like these Pokemon, and I'm sure you can tell, because I have the whole blacked out image below. I want to keep I like that kind of setup, you know, but I'm sure you can tell what it is. It's Simisage. And here's the reason. Hear me out why I like Simisage. 1, he's the coolest of the 3 monkeys. You got to give him that. I think we've all acknowledged that Simipour and Simisire ain't doing much here. But Simisage looks pretty cool, at least with a mohawk. And back then, I didn't give a shit. Like, I didn't sit there and, like, analyze like I do nowadays, you know? I didn't think, like, okay, is this a good Pokemon this way, this way? I just played the games. And I remember I had the little, what is he, Pansage? I had Pansage because I started with Tepig. Yeah, I started with Tepig. Emboar. I started with Tepig, and then I got Pansage. And I remember they give you, like, a Leaf Stone, like, right after that, whatever one corresponds to your Pokemon. And I freaking, I evolved him, and I was like, this dude looks dope. He was so bad. I didn't know anything about stats or anything. The monkeys are horrible stats, but I don't care. I like Simisage. I think he's pretty cool. I'm never going to use him competitively. I'm never going to breed to get a shiny or anything like that. But he's really, really cool in my opinion, just because he just looks dope. You know, he don't give a shit. He's got that fucking thumbs up. And he's like, I don't care if the world hates me. I like me. And that's what matters. Okay, number 6 is going to be Avalugg. And Avalugg, it was a close tie between him and Pyroar. Because they both have a similar kind of thing. Like, when I saw him, I was like, holy shit. And then I was like, wait, why is this guy a table? and then Pyro was like, oh, goddamn, what do they give him Moxie for? He's a special attacker. Whatever, they both have a similar thing that way. But when I first saw Avalugg, I was like, dude, that's sick. I went and made an Avalugg, and then that thing wrecked. Like, I really did really good with that Avalugg, actually. Like, you set up curses, you are a physical wall that nobody fucks with. And you're an ice type, so it's a pretty good typing with an Ice Shard and Avalanche. Does he get Ice Shard? Maybe he doesn't get Ice Shard, but Avalanche, you know, you're going second no matter what. So, pretty much, he's got like 30 speed or something like that. He ties with Camerupt, and Camerupt's gonna wreck your life, so there you go. But Avalugg, just his face looks dope. If they had done his body like a spiky, like, kind of thing, instead of like just a flat plane, I think it would have been way cooler, but I still like him. I still think he's dope. And I got a shiny Bergmite, I remember right as I went on the Friend Safari. I got a shiny Bergmite, that's when I was like, ooh, I'm gonna breed one of these. This guy's dope looking. And then you get Avalugg, you're like, oh, well, he's a table, so that's cool, but it's like, I guess I'm down. And now I've just kind of, I don't know, it's kind of grown on me, because I still have him. I think his name is like Arctic Crush or something weird like that. I don't remember what his name is, but that's exactly what it is. I remember what it is. But he's just kind of a little funky, but I still have him, and he still sits in my box, and I'm still going to get to the point where I'm going to max, because I think I have 2 stats I need to max out on him. And I'll try him out in competitive, because I'm pretty down to use Avalugg again. He was a cool Pokemon. Okay, and now we have reached 7th gen. So this is the last one. This is number 7. And I had to go with a Pokemon that I really, really, really like. But a lot of other people don't seem to like him, and they don't seem to use him or anything like that. I see Oranguru used a lot. I never see Passimian. And I'm not really sure why, because I think Passimian's dope. I actually really like Passimian. Like when I watched King Nappy's playthrough, and it was like King Julian, I was like, that's a cool-ass Pokemon, man. And then like I made one, I was like, he's actually really good. He's got 120 base attack. Like his other stats are, mediocre to say the least. And I don't think his defenses are very well. He's got a pretty gimmicky, kind of cool ability. That kind of different thing, but it works for him. I like him a lot. I like Passimian a lot. I think he's a really cool Pokemon. His shiny could be a little better, but that's okay. It's not a giant deal or anything like that. His overall concept, though, is what kind of gets me. I like the receiver monkey kind of thing. I think it's a cool concept, personally. But either way, so people don't seem to really like him too much. He's one of those ones that's not bad competitive. It's more just everybody else's opinion on him, that it's kind of like, bad. That's why it's in quotes, because I don't consider any of these Pokemon, I don't really consider any Pokemon bad. I think the one I like the least would probably be Vanillix. I don't like Vanillix, and I don't like Licky. Those are like my least favorite Pokemon that are out there. I'll make a list sometime that's like my least favorite ones, but for the time being, these have been my top 7, I guess, Pokemon. Like one from each generation that is considered bad, but that I like. That's what this list overall was, and hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like. If you want to comment on it, like let me know what your list was. That'd be awesome. If you want to sub to the channel, that'd be awesome. If not, if you just want to keep watching videos or you just want to tell me to fuck off, I'm down for any of the above. Just as long as you're interacting with the video, I really appreciate it, guys. I really do mean it. We're getting to, I think we're at 125 subscribers right now. So hopefully we'll start getting this train rolling and we'll start moving a little bit. I took a little too long off on like a week or so, and so that's why I'm coming back. And I just kind of like, my computer went down a little bit, and then I got a little bored of Pokemon, and I was kind of like, okay, I need a break. And then Breath of the Wild came out, and I was like, this game's fucking dope, and I've been just kind of doing that. But we're back on the channel now. You're gonna see a lot of tops coming your way, a lot of streams coming your way. I'm actually streaming like most nights of the week, at least 5 nights every single week. So if you want to check that out, I'll leave a link in the description. I stream about 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock Arizona time. So if you guys are interested in that, feel free to. If you want to follow me on Twitter to keep up to date with stuff, also feel free to do that. But yeah, I'm going to get the hell out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I mean it, I really do appreciate it. And I will catch you guys in the next video, alright? Deuces.